Welcome back to Dado Field, and welcome back to the next in the series for the National Pitching Association's Pitcher Development Series. Today's subject, how to pick a changeup and how to throw it properly. To help us do that, the Trojan himself is back, Tom House. How are you, Tom?
Hi, Gary. Nice to be here.
Nice to see you. Hey, it's always been a difficult thing for all of us as pitching coaches, trying to match a pitch, a changeup, grip, arm angle with a kid. And, you know, younger is not easier all the time, is it? I mean, it was back in, what was it, maybe nearly 20 years ago or so, wasn't it, that Roger Craig, a friend of ours, Brent Strom, and you?
More than that. It was actually early 70s. And Bob Cluck also, at the San Diego School of Baseball, we could not get a youngster, a 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old, to throw a circle change or a palm-out changeup. And in the evening, kind of an epiphany like what we're doing right now, we said, why don't we just do what Suter's doing? Bruce Suter at the time was throwing a split finger successfully on the Major League level. All we did was split those stumpy little fingers, hook a thumb, and throw a fastball. Hence the term split-fingered fastball. And it worked. But that is a trial and error thing. And you asked, what do you match up with a kid? On the Major League level, curveball, circle change work the best together. Slider split works the best together. There's your starting combo. But you can mix and match depending on the kid's capacity. And you know, you've got a son that pitches. We've experimented with both with him. It becomes a comfort zone, a mastery of mechanics, and functional strength. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. The problem always has come when it comes to grip. And let's start there with the grip.
Okay, grip is fine.
Because people talk about the circle, or they talk about the C change, and we'll talk about those, or even a claw ball grip.
Whatever.
And there are a lot of ways to grip it, even a fastball grip with the arm turned out. Take us through all the different change-up grips you think are appropriate.
Can I demonstrate with you? Get what you call would be a circle change.
See, what I would do is I would split the baseball with my first and third finger.
Because you're smart.
And then I would wrap the circle.
Now have a look at what Gary has done here. He's got thumb and middle finger cutting through the middle of the baseball, and he's made the circle. Where kids mess up is they make the circle at the expense of thumb and middle finger. Now there's no way they can throw it for a strike because they can't get the middle of the baseball going to home plate with any kind of rotation. So what's the first thing you do is get your fastball grip. From that thumb and middle finger, can you relax and make a circle? If you can, there's the grip. Now all you do is turn your palm slightly out. That is what makes the changeup, not the grip, not the circle.
The arm angle.
The arm angle. Just like when we talked about in previous videos with our curveball and our slider, it's the position of wrist and forearm in supination that allows you to throw a circle change. In fact, let's take this a step forward. Get your fastball grip. Your fastball grip, palm out, is a screwball. Your fastball grip with a circle, make a circle, is a circle change. Gary, a circle change and a screwball are the same wrist position. The only thing different is if you made a circle with one and you're holding it like a fastball with the other. But the net result on the movement and the speed is the same. It's going to be slower and it's going to move with fastball arm speed.
Given that, if it doesn't make a lot of difference that I make a circle, then the C change
is halfway between a circle and a screwball.
So I split and I just make a C.
Just make a C. It's, again, that's a comfort zone. Now you talk about the fosh ball, or you grabbed it real funny, whatever you call that, the claw ball or the fosh ball.
Yeah, it's almost like a club ball. I just grab it, I split the ball, and I just lay my fingers on it.
Even with all those fingers on the ball, which is an okay changeup, if you can turn the palm out.
Right, because it's a change of speed since changeup.
That's what you're after.
We're in the change of speed, so I have to get the middle finger off the baseball.
Yeah, on the side of the baseball, imparting rotation, not force.
Right.
And remember, our goal with changeup or breaking ball is to have fastball arm speed with different ball speed and movement. If all three pitches have the same arm speed, but the changeup and the breaking ball have different ball speed and movement, we got ourselves a hitter that's in trouble.
So far, I know that if I split the ball, middle finger and thumb,
right,
I can either wrap it into a circle.
Circle.
I can make a C, which is similar to a circle, only not as tight.
Exactly.
I could grip it with all fingers on the ball. I could grip it with a fastball grip.
Bingo.
So what we're really saying is to a kid, grip it any way you'd like, your comfort zone. The real thing is, can you take your arm angle and turn it palm out?
Can you say that again for the cameras, please? Because that's how you teach the change-up.
Right. So what we're saying is, take any grip, and as long as you can throw it with holding this arm angle.
Right. And that's where we're going to go next.
Holding the arm angle through the ball with fastball speed.
Fastball arm speed.
Right. Fastball arm speed, ball speed being different.
You got it.
Then we've got a winner.
Then we've done our job with the changeup. Now here's the thing, and you mentioned it when you first walked up. For a youngster, a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16-year-old kid has a tough time starting with his palm out and delivering palm out through the full range of motion. After the baseball leaves his hand, no problem. Before the baseball leaves the hand, sometimes a big problem. So we've got to have another alternative. Every kid knows how to throw a fastball. Every kid knows how to throw a fastball. They're brought up to do that. All that the split finger is a fastball with split fingers. By splitting the fingers wide, you don't impart force. It's going to be a slower pitch. Now here's the hard part. The hardest part about the split finger is the grip, because they already know how to throw a fastball. The grip is huge for health and the movement and velocity of the baseball. Where the two seams come closest together, you lay your fingers wide. I got little stumpy hands. It's no big. I got little stumpy hands. Lay it as wide as you can get. The wider your split, the slower the ball is going to be. Turn the ball over, and your thumb cuts the baseball in half. The V in the split takes place of the middle finger on top of the ball. The thumb on a seam in the middle of the baseball takes care of thumb and middle finger going toward home plate. Now all you have to do is throw it like a fastball.
So one of the things we often hear at very high levels of baseball, professional levels of baseball, is the split's hard on your arm.
And it is if. Now we set this a little bit up off camera. Let's see if you remember. Why would the split be harder on your arm, Gary, if you threw a split finger inappropriately?
Well, what we know about it is from doing these things and putting it on camera and watching it on video, if I don't have the thumb in the middle of the baseball, right in the middle of the baseball as splitting my two fingers, and I put the thumb on the side, what happens is I release the ball is my arm will twist.
You're going to twist.
Because the two fingers will split the baseball.
Let's do that again together, right-hander and left-hander. If you split your fingers, you do your split perfectly, but you put your thumb up on the side of the ball, now your brain is saying, what do you want me to do with this pitch? And on the way, you're going to try to hook and find where thumb and middle finger are cutting the ball in half. And that causes late twist. That's what blows the elbow out. So the hardest thing about the split finger is the grip. Split the fingers, hook the ball in the middle of the baseball with your thumb, and throw your fastball.
So let's talk for a second again about the twist, because we talked about it in the curveball video, in the curveball session.
It's huge.
When it comes to health, we've got to keep the arm from twisting. So for the split, we've got to make sure we put that thumb in the middle of the baseball.
Exactly.
So we don't get a twist on our arm as we release the ball or as we decelerate.
As we're decelerating.
Right? I would guess the same thing is true for a changeup, because the changeup is a set arm angle that we throw with fastball's arm speed.
It's a little safer. It requires more strength, but it's a little safer to be pronated to start with, because you're going to pronate at release. The hard part is kids can't hold this with any kind of arm speed.
So what they tend to want to do is...
Yeah, and when they roll it or pull it, then they have the same issue as you do with a bad curveball or a bad split. So again, you've got to look at the kid, you got to look at his functional strength, you also have to pay attention to his mechanics, and then pitch totals. You know, we talked about number of fastballs thrown, number of curveballs thrown. Your changeup or your split should be thrown 15 to 20 times out of 100 pitches. 1/6 of your fastball totals. 1/6. You don't want to fall in love with a split and throw it as many as your fastball or as many as your breaking ball. In order: fastball, breaking ball, changeup or split, something off speed. 3 pitches to 2 locations. That's how you pitch at the higher level. And the sooner these kids can get an idea and a feel for it, the sooner we as parents can monitor, the better off that they're going to be. And the coaching profession and the athletic, when they match it up, we have healthier pitchers throwing all 3.
Healthier, as you've taught us for a long time as pitching coaches. First, we've got to get the right mechanics before we can throw any pitch. Then when we start to get these